We're back. Apologies for that interruption as we had some technical difficulties in the studio. Folks, we're continuing to bring you live coverage of the ongoing severe weather threat. A tornado watch remains in effect across much of our listening area, including parts of eastern North Dakota and northwest Minnesota until 2 a.m. tonight. Refocusing here, there's a dangerous situation unfolding near the community of Hillsboro.
Todd, we're getting reports from North Dakota State Highway Patrol about damage in the area. A farmhouse was left with only interior walls standing with a power-stroke pickup truck mangled and tossed into a nearby field. The engine was ripped clean out and hasn't been located.
Any information on where this was?
This is about 11 miles southwest of Hillsboro. The report happened approximately 7 or 8 minutes ago and just hit our newsroom. Folks, you are in the path of a violent tornado.
That's right. Remember, we probably sound like a broken record. But get underground or to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy structure. Cover yourself with mattresses, pillows, blankets, get under a workbench or table. Just anything you can do to protect yourself. Lives will be changing tonight. Folks in Blanchard proper, a very small community, it looks like you're in the clear. The tornado threat has passed and it is safe to emerge from your shelters, but Hillsboro, you're up next. This tornado is moving northeast at about.
The National Weather Service says 45, so it's increasing speed.
Increasing speed up from 35 at the previous warning. All right, if you are in the counties of Trail, in North Dakota, as well as Polk, and Norman in Minnesota, you need to get into your tornado-safe place now. This is moving at near highway speeds and showing no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Todd, I'd like to interrupt to bring news of a newly issued tornado warning for Cass, Richland, and Ransom counties until 9:30 p.m.
Right, so Cass, Richland, and Ransom, there is a tornado warning for you. Nothing confirmed to be on the ground, but National Weather Service radar has detected a strong area of rotation within the vicinity of Lemoore, and this is clipping to the northeast at 45 miles per hour. So seek shelter now. I'm sure you're tired of hearing it, but lowest level, basement is preferable, in an interior room of a sturdy structure. If you can, get under something heavy like a table or workbench and cover yourself with blankets, pillows, a mattress, anything that can shield you from flying debris. Wear a helmet if you have access to one. This applies to everyone in the path of these storms. Even if a tornado isn't occurring now, we have volatile conditions where they can spin up quickly. Fort Ransom, Lisbon, Enderlin, anyone in these communities, you're up next for this possible tornado. In Fargo, there is no immediate threat, but this will be knocking on your door in about an hour. And if it holds together, you need to be ready to go to your tornado-safe place.
Law enforcement is reporting golf ball-sized hail in Hillsboro. The power is out in town. Public sources are reporting a large, violent tornado persisting on the ground, and we have scanner audio from the Trail County Sheriff's Office describing debris which was lofted and dropped in a field near a dirt road with audible roaring presumably from the tornado in the background.
Right, Hillsboro. This thing is less than 10, maybe 4 or 5 minutes out actually. If you're on I-29 or in the vicinity, pull over. If possible, find shelter or pull over. Even if you aren't in the path of a tornado, wind-driven hail the size of golf balls will still pose a threat to your life. This tornado looks like it's still increasing speed, and is also tracking a little more to the northeast than it was across previous scans. And that is not what we want to see, as that brings it closer to downtown Hillsboro on a more direct path. Previously, it seemed like it was going to go through just the southern half of town. Everyone in Trail County, especially in Hillsboro, you are in a dire situation. A large and violent tornado is on the ground looking to track directly through town at about 50 miles an hour. Get to your safe place now. If there are any kids home alone, maybe mom and dad are out shopping or whatever else they do on a Friday night. You need to turn your radio up and find the centermost room of your house on the lowest level. If your radio is all the way up, you can hear Cheryl and I bringing you the latest information. Again, basement is preferable, but if you have access to a bathroom or closet, that will also do. Cover yourself in blankets, pillows, mattresses, anything to shield yourself from flying debris. If you have a bike helmet or sports helmet, wear that as well and cover your head. All of us here at WDAY Radio News will be bringing you the latest updates, and we'll talk you through this. Grown-ups, everything I just said applies to you too. You are running out of time. Within about a minute or so, it will be too late, so act immediately. Listeners, I urge you to keep the people of Hillsboro in your hearts as we continue our live coverage of this severe weather outbreak.
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado emergency for Hillsboro. They're saying destruction of entire neighborhoods is possible, and most above-ground structures will be destroyed.
Right. This is just awful. Dear listeners in Hillsboro and surrounding areas or anywhere within the warning polygon, we urge you to go underground or seek shelter in the safest place of your home or building you are within. Your life is in danger and you are almost out of time. Repeating, Tornado emergency for Hillsboro, North Dakota, including surrounding areas in Trail County, until 9:15 p.m. You have a minute, maybe two, before it impacts town. Get to shelter now. You are out of time. If anyone you know is sleeping, call them once you are in a safe place. Do whatever you have to do to protect life and property. This is an emergency situation. Remember, basement is preferred, but if no basement is available, lowest floor in an interior room. Protect yourself with mattresses, blankets, pillows. Get under a desk or sturdy furniture. Wear a helmet if you can and cover your head. Pets, kids, get everyone in your safe place now. Hillsboro, you are out of time. This thing will be on top of you in moments. Any commuters on Interstate 29, pull over now. Stay in your car with the seatbelt on and duck below the windshield and cover your head. You do not, I repeat, do not have time to drive away or pull into a building for shelter.
The Hillsboro Emergency Center has enacted lockdown procedures and all patients have been moved to a safe area.
Again, Hillsboro, this is going to be on top of you within a minute or so. Take these last available seconds to get to shelter right now. Do not delay. This tornado will cause catastrophic damage and will pose a threat to your life if you are not in a safe place. Folks, this is going to be catastrophic for the small town of Hillsboro. Please send a prayer to everyone affected by this tornado, as I have never seen anything like this within our viewing area during my 20 years of working at this station. Though the situation is perilous, we would like to bring you news of a new severe thunderstorm warning in northwest Minnesota. Folks in Pennington, Marshall, and Beltrami counties, this is for you until 10 o'clock tonight. Expect 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail, with that line moving east at about 50 miles per hour. Thief River Falls. This is right on top of you as we speak, but as it pushes east, it will remain over mostly rural areas of those counties. Middle River, this is in your backyard, and will bring severe weather to you in a matter of minutes. It is too late. Hillsboro, this is on top of you now, and it looks like the worst-case scenario. Our Doppler radar and velocity scans show the center of circulation directly over town. Our debris tracker radar, which scans for uniformity in objects aloft, has also experienced a massive dropout. This can detect tornado damage almost without fail, so we know there is catastrophic damage occurring in Hillsboro right now.
This is a report that just came in over the scanner in Trail County. The Hillsboro Fire Department is requesting any available emergency service vehicles from nearby communities to assist in recovery operations. Hillsboro Police and Fire sustained a direct hit, and most vehicles are completely destroyed. The hospital sustained critical damage and will not be able to provide care for any new patients.
My goodness. A dire situation has unfolded in the town of Hillsboro. There was a direct hit by a confirmed large and violent tornado, and we are being told that emergency services are unable to properly conduct search and rescue operations due to damage to equipment. We do urge that if you know anyone in Hillsboro, you do not go to help them at this time, as emergency services from surrounding communities will be conducting operations to give these people the help they need.
We just had something come through the wire. There has been a statement released by the Trail County Emergency Management Agency. They're saying that all available emergency vehicles are en route to Hillsboro, mostly from the community of Mayville. The Trail County Sheriff's Office is also urging everyone to stay in their shelters and do not move if they need help. However, those within 1 block of Main Street and First Avenue are advised to evacuate if they can safely do so, as a large explosion was reported from a derailed ethanol train, and a fire has broken out on the rail line through town. There is also another fire from a reported gas leak, which has broken out at an agricultural plant adjacent to I-29. Anyone who has family, friends, relatives, or any loved ones in Hillsboro are urged to not assist in recovery at this time, as the situation is extremely dire, and operations should be left to professionals only.
My lord, I haven't seen anything like this. Repeating this message from the Trail County Emergency Management Agency. All available emergency vehicles from nearby communities, mostly from Mayville, are en route to assist those in need. If you are trapped within your shelter or need assistance of any kind, stay where you are, unless you are within 1 block of Main Street and First Avenue, as a large explosion has triggered a fire on the railroad tracks through town. If you can safely do so, evacuate to a safe distance of at least a block away from these 2 streets. There is also a fire adjacent to I-29. We have just received more information from local authorities. Most roads are either impassable or covered in debris, and we urge you to not take your vehicle anywhere. Folks, please have a prayer for the people of Hillsboro in your hearts tonight. A tornado warning continues now for Trail County in eastern North Dakota, Norman County in northwest Minnesota, and Polk County in northwest Minnesota, now extended to 9:45. A confirmed large and violent tornado which just swept through Hillsboro is likely still on the ground and doing damage as we speak. You're listening to live severe weather coverage from WDOY News and Talk Radio. We'll be back in a moment.